Hey, welcome back to Nights and Weekends with me, Marcus, your host. I'm pretty happy with how things came out. They kind of went the opposite of what I thought would happen. But with this one, much like how my auntie said, you covered your six. I thought that Trump was going to lose, okay? Because I don't have much faith in the American people to make the right choice in the long run. And hopefully Trump doesn't make me out to be, that I chose the wrong pony in this. Hopefully, he comes on in and does the stuff that will work. Hopefully, he can cut a lot of bureaucrats out of government. Hopefully, he can cut a lot of red tape. Um, Also, it would be good if even though he said he wouldn't, because I know that he wouldn't because there's too many people on him. But us as a country, again, since I still think that the fall is going to happen in my lifetime and maybe even in my parents' lifetime too. Um, we need to cut the spending. We need to get rid of these government bureaucrats, a lot of them, a whole lot of them. All right. But this might end up being short and quick. Um, Let us go ahead and hop on it. So we go from this in July of this year. This man was going to get his head blown clean off of his shoulders by an assassin's bullet. Thank God that they took him out. To this. This man won 312 electoral votes. Kamala Harris won 226. And as we can see here, she won 48% of the popular vote. Trump won a little bit over 50, like 50 and a half. Think about this. Even though about maybe half of the country lives over here, she essentially only won one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. She won 7 states west of Ohio. That I think is a very popular mandate. All right. But also I had to throw in the reaction. So Ed and Marcus, future Marcus, throw in the clip from The View.
I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that. So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country, because I remember applying for my jobs as a federal prosecutor, and there was a box for convicted felons.
Well,
and so that box better be taken off. And I think our healthcare system is now at risk. I think
no fluoride for anyone.
Yeah, economists have made clear that he's going to increase the debt by $7.75 trillion. I'm worried about mass deportation and internment camps, and I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship. I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
So as we can see there, Miss Sunny Hostin thinks that We need to tick off the felon box and everything else. One, Trump is rich. He doesn't have to work another goddamn day in his life. Unlike your, and I don't mean Sonny Hostin. I mean you, person watching this. Unlike your ass, you got to show up to work like I do every day. Okay? And we should keep our noses clean, etc. Unless you have a ton of money, then you're able to go out and do you're able to go out and do different things because you don't need to have somebody hire you. Okay? So as we can see here, he cleaned up across the country. And if we look at the exit polls, this is from CNN. FYI, we are not going to go with the Sonny Hostin belief that people didn't have a problem with this woman's politics. Yes, they did. I'm 100% on board with the deport all the illegals. I'm sorry. Okay. They again, past Marcus, a few months ago, Marcus did a whole video on how illegal immigration drives down the wages of people here. And it does. But they don't care because instead of being the asshole and telling people no, they just tell people, yeah, just as a matter of fact, just come on over the border. It's fine. Okay, it's cool. Okay. So this is the exit polls here. And this is good. It has stuff from 2016 all the way to this past election. So as we can see here, just as Sonny Hostin was talking about how it's racism and everything else, isn't it crazy that Biden got more women to vote for him versus Harris, and Trump got less men in 2020 to vote for him versus in 2024? And let's look here. Back when Hillary Clinton won, black men, I feel sorry for those guys. She won it by plus 69%. Harris only won it by plus 56%. Black women, plus 90%, plus 81%, plus 84%. Boy, I feel sorry for them. Latino men, Biden won them by plus 23. Trump won them by plus 12, which I'm going to zoom in on myself here. For the white liberals, anybody who might watch this show, okay? For the white liberal who thinks that all people of color are in some goddamn grab bag where we all think the same and we're just non-white and we have the same wants and needs and everything else, please take your head completely out of your ass. We don't, okay? A poor black person's interest might be very different from a illegal immigrant's interest, or somebody who went through the system, became a citizen. Their interests are going to be different from some illegal migrant. So Trump being out there saying that they are poisoning the blood of the country, I don't have a goddamn problem with it. And it seems like a lot of Latino men didn't either. And it also seems like Latina women, which is also, I'm sorry, I have to pause this really quick. Isn't it funny how CNN was one of these asshole outlets who were saying Latinx, and now they've changed it to Latino men and Latino women. But anyway, as we can see here, 44% for Clinton, 39% for Biden, plus 22 for Harris. So Trump made a lot of inroads. And then we have white men, plus 31, plus 23, plus 23. White women, plus 9, plus 11, plus 8. So he made up a little bit there. And let's go down to education really quick. Okay. If we go down here and look at education, I'm sorry, one of my dogs just showed up. All right, go, Sophie, go. And she's gone. Hopefully you don't hear her bark. White voters, college degree, Harris plus 7, Trump plus 3 back in 2016. So she made a little bit of inroads there. White voters, no degree. Pretty much kind of assistant. He went down by 3 points over the course of 8 years. Voters of color, again, this thing that's so annoying. Just because we're non-white does not mean to group us all together. She lost ground, plus 43 to plus 33. Voters of color, no degree. She lost 26 points, holy crap, from Clinton to Harris. White women, college degree. It looks like those white liberal women showed up again, plus 16. White women, no degree, pretty much consistent. They were for Trump. White men, college degree, same exact thing. As we can see here, he lost ground. Isn't that crazy? He lost ground with them. Plus 14 in 2016, down to plus 3 in 2024. White man, no college degree. He lost with them too. Plus 48 to plus 40. Man, I'm plus 48 down to plus 40. Ooh, the young vote. Are you kidding me? This is funny. Clinton, plus 19, plus 24 to Harris, plus 11. And then that's for the 18 to 29. For the people in my age range, 30 to 44, she lost 9 points. For Trump, ages, well, here we go, 45 to 64, he gained 2 points. That's good. He gained 9 points from 2020. So this is how the election went, okay? It seems to me as if when people believe that whoever's going to take care of the economy or whoever views it as being bad and that person's in power, that person's going to lose, okay? Now, I have to throw in, well, Ed and Marcus is going to throw it in. Ed and Marcus, throw in the clip of the Van Jones and the media's reaction to Trump winning.
It's not the elite that's going to pay the price. It's people who woke up this morning with a dream and are going to bed with a nightmare. And those people didn't deserve to be respected and held and talked to. Those are the people who are going to pay the price for whatever Donald Trump decides to do.
I'm mystified in some ways. Who are we as a country? And we're starting to find out.
I think this is a big, huge part of the story that it's hard to even digest fully at this moment. But you have Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days, X, who is a disinformation propagandist and now has could potentially have a direct line to the Oval Office.
These Democratic leaders are simpletons. They're servants of the donor class. So they go in there like, oh, donor, give me money, please. And I made an ad. I'm Kamala Harris. I'm full of joy. Okay, well, what did that get you?
So we have Van Jones over there talking about, I swear to God, this is a conversation I tried to have with my son earlier today. At the end of the day, being loving and empathetic, if you think that means letting people do whatever in the hell that they want to do, you're wrong. We need to send these people back. Sorry. And when it comes to the trans stuff, I've been 10 toes down since the beginning because it doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Future Marcus, I'm sorry, I didn't look this up beforehand. You're going to have to throw in a clip of the Donald Trump ad talking about the trans stuff. They, them.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
That's true. Okay? The folks on the left, at least the politicians, they are completely on board with the whole trans stuff, like Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. Matter of fact, damn it, Marcus, you got a lot to do. Put in that clip from Piers Morgan of Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. Again, a smart person who is on here talking about how a trans woman is a real woman. Throw that in there.
But there are many Democrats who don't take that position. There are many people on the left who believe that And let me be clear, I think trans women are women. I just think.
So that is what our intelligentsia has done. Okay. They've completely scrambled up right and wrong. They've completely scrambled up sex. I'm not going to say gender. They've completely scrambled all of that up. And it doesn't make us better. It actually makes us weaker. So that's why I went to the Harvard Crimson. Harvard professors, that means plural, cancels classes as students feel blue after Trump win. Let me put this on me. You don't not go and do what you're supposed to do because your side lost. You show up to work. You show up to school. You do what the hell needs to be done. Please throw in the clip of David Goggins.
22. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs? That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, David. Who's one more to carry the boats? You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You did it. Yeah.
Who is going to do that? If you're unwilling to come to school because your side lost, that is pathetic. All right. And this is insane where people won't go to school because their side lost. All those folks should get write-ups. And just to polish this off, this is why those people are sad. The reason why these people feel blue is because you have credible outlets such as USA Today running things like, can Trump run again for president in 2028? Now, they end up doing some more assholery here because it doesn't make any sense, okay? Under the current law, he can't. Ratified in 1951, the 22nd Amendment of the United States prohibits one person from serving more than 2 terms as president. This is the case with non-consecutive terms, okay? By the way, one of the only presidents to run 3 times was a Democrat. Now, we were in the middle of a war, but at least we ran the damn elections. We didn't cancel them like they did over in Ukraine. But the odds of that happening are so ridiculously low. Let me zoom in on myself here. I'm done with USA Today. The odds of that happening are so ridiculously low. Why in the hell even run the damn article? You know that that's not going to happen. You know how hard it is to get an amendment ratified? You know how high the damn hurdle is to do that? I bet the average person reading it doesn't. But go and go look it up. It takes a monumental amount of agreement to be able to have this man run a third term. So I'm happy that Trump won. I was on my Facebook and people are losing their minds on there too, which, by the way, I'm perfectly fine with people on there voicing their opinions and everything else. That's fine with me. The only thing that I will end up saying is this, is that at the end of the day, Trump won. He won more, quote unquote, people of color. Okay. And people, and also, at least when it comes to women, it looks like as if abortion was not their only main goddamn thing to run. Isn't that actually kind of crazy? By the way, let me just throw that on in there really quick. Isn't that kind of nuts how they literally run on like killing like your baby? But again, I'm over on this side. They're on that side. I hope that we can have a country instead of a national divorce. I will see y'all in a week. Bye.